I'd like to at this time introduce Douglas Hiatt and have him give us an overview of the campaign, what went well, what he thinks of the things we need to do.
I would just first of all like to thank everybody for coming out today. Anyway, I was saying thank you very much. I know you've given up a lot already for 1068, and we don't know what 11 whatever is going to be, but 1068, I know you guys gave your all for it, so did a lot of people. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving your time, your labor, your resources, your friends, everything to this effort, and now you're here on a really what's going to be, I can tell, a beautiful Saturday. You know, to be here this morning to help out and to talk about moving forward. We didn't get it on the ballot, so by definition, you know, we failed. But we did a lot of things that I think we need to give ourselves some credit for. The most important of which, I'll just say right off the bat, is I think that we have finally basically mainstreamed this issue. When I started out, everybody I know smokes pot, basically, for one reason or another, or if they don't care that the other people that they know do. I don't really know anybody in my circle that, of friends and lawyers and judges and everybody. I don't know anybody that really has a problem with this. When I started this initiative, I found lots of people that have a problem with this. Like bankers who would not give us a bank account at the beginning, and software people that wouldn't write, you know, lockbox programs, and all sorts of discrimination. We won't give you advertising, we won't let you speak. I mean, it turns out to be a lot more difficult. It turned out to be a lot less mainstream than I really thought it was. And I thought I had a really good grip on that, you know, and I thought, man, we're living in Seattle here, and then I just thought, wow, I don't have a good grip on that. We did a phenomenal job, and it was you guys, because you guys were out in the community every day, gathering signatures, talking to people. You normalized the whole thing. By the end of the campaign, we're endorsed by the state Democrats. We're endorsed by, you know, I mean, everything that I thought would happen like right after we announced in January in magical thinking land in my head actually happened months later, but we got the Democratic Party endorsement. At the start of the campaign, people said, why didn't you get it at the start of the campaign? These were the kind of things that never made it back down to folks that I regret, and I take responsibility for not getting more information out and back down. I should have been posting stuff on the website or the webpage or something, letting folks know more. But early on in the campaign, we went to the Democratic Party. I realized I wasn't the person to go and ask him because of my somewhat activist role as a lawyer. I wasn't the person to make that kind of approach, but I figured here's a professional lobbyist, a Democratic Party player with a family background. This is going to be great. What they told us in January or early February was, you know, that we were a fringe issue. They told us the #1 populist issue in the United States right now, I believe, is marijuana. They told us we were a fringe issue and we weren't that important and they weren't interested in helping us out. That's January. By June, the state Democrats are endorsing us. So you see the difference that you guys created, that difference. That's my point. It wasn't me and other people sitting in little rooms talking to the Democrats trying to go tell them, look, get your head out of your ass. Looking around for kids. Anyway, trying, you know, to convince them. It was you. It was you guys in the community every day getting signatures and talking to people, and that sense that, hey, this is okay. It's not a bad thing. We're moving forward with this issue. There are a lot of complicated, you know, policies surrounding this issue, ecological concerns, etc. We got a ton of information out. We did really well with the media. You know, many of you, a lot of people, just individual signers and stuff, were in media pieces. We got media in Spokane. We got media showing a federal judge signing our petition in Spokane. I mean, we got a lot of really good media. We mainstreamed the issue. We got a lot of endorsements towards, you know, in the middle and towards the end. We had Lee. the law enforcement against prohibition. We had Norm Stamper, we had Toby Nixon. You know, we had honorary co-chairs that were starting to come out of the closet politically. We had one political candidate that came forward out of Snohomish County who's a prosecutor. He is running for prosecuting attorney in Snohomish County. And if anybody here lives in Snohomish County, I want to urge you to please help Jim Kenney. Jim Kenney was a politician that had the guts right from the start in his campaign to come out and say he supported this initiative. He endorsed us, he supported it, he was instrumental in getting the Democrats down at the convention to endorse us. That guy needs to be the prosecutor in Snohomish County, because the person that's running against him wouldn't even talk about supporting the lame-ass decrim bill that keeps popping up in the legislature. So you've got a really clear choice in Snohomish County between Jim Kenney and Mark Rowe, and you need to get out there and help people in Snohomish County make the decision to pull the lever for Jim. Contact his campaign and help him out. That's the kind of thing that we can do. If we can put somebody like him in power, then we can get him talking to the legislature along with Dan Satterberg. It won't just be Dan out there on his own, alone from King County. It'll be somebody else with him. That's how important that is. But we've got a candidate that supports us. Let's show that candidate that we support him. I'm helping him out all I can, and I'd ask you guys to do the same. But that's the kind of excitement that we've generated. And we've got other politicians that I can't tell you how many that came to me and said, well, if you get it on the ballot, I'll come out and support you. Or, you know, I'm going to wait and see, but as we come down to the election, I may support you. There's a lot of people sitting on the fence, and we just got to give them that push. And I want to, again, just reiterate, it was the signature gathering campaign. It was the fact that we were not paid, that we were all volunteer, that we put everybody on the street talking about this issue, that mainstreamed this issue. That is what did it. You did it.